Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial. So the first thing is to measure your shoulder. My shoulder is 15 inches, so on the dress I'm marking 8 inches, that's 16, that's 1 inch. The extra 1 inch is for the allowance. Then I went to measure my armhole. I used 8 inches. Then yes, the armhole is 8 inches. Then I marked 8 inches rather all round up, like I marked it to make a straight line from the shoulder down to the armhole. So yeah, I'm just connecting the lines now. Then after that, on the armhole, I went ahead to measure my bust measurement. Normally we're not meant to measure your bust measurement on the armhole length, but just for this tutorial I'll just measure since this is a free top, this is a free like sketch for this top. So I measured my bust on the armhole part there. Then I marked it and I added extra 1 inch allowance. I'll be using 1 inch allowance for the seam allowance. I'll be using 1 inch for the seam allowance. So yeah, we already have our armhole now. So my initial bust measurement is 38, but because of it's a free top, it's a free crop top, I added extra 2 inch, making 40. So marking it on my fabric, that's 10. That's 40 divided by 4, that's 10. So as you can see, it's 10. Then my extra 1 inch allowance made it 11. So for this crop top, I'll be using 20 inches. I'll be using 19 inches. Then the 1 inch there is for the seam allowance, that's to turn it in. I'll be using 19 inches plus 1 inch for seam allowance. But if you can, it depends on where you want the length of your crop top to be. If you want, you just measure it from your body and check. If you want yours to be 16, 17, 18, it just depends. But I think maybe the crop top length should be between 17 to 20 inches, depending on how big the individual is, or where you want the length to be. So right now, yeah, I'm just like, because it's a free this thing, I'm just going to mark my bust measurement, which was 10, then plus the extra 1 inch allowance. I also marked it at that length there. So everything now is 11 inches, like everything straight down from the armhole point to the length of the sleeve, sorry, to the length of the top. So now I want to measure my neck. I want to take the measurement for my neck. And so for this crop top, I'll be using 4 inches for this crop top, 4 by 7.5. Yes, I'll be using 4 by 7.5 for this. I actually measured 8, but later I went ahead to use 7.5. So I used 4 by 7.5 because I feel like if I use 8, it would be, the depth would be too like it would be too deep, and I didn't want that. So later I went ahead to just make it 7.5. But if you like I said, it just depends on what you want. Whatever you want for yourself, you can decide to make your own 8, you can decide to make your own 6, just depending on where you want the length of the V neckline, the depth of the V neckline. So yeah, I'm just measuring my shoulder. I went ahead to go down by 1 inch. You know that your shoulder is meant to be slant, so that it will be fitted on your shoulder. It's meant to be slant, so I just removed 1 inch and then connected it to the neck So right here I want to curve my my armhole. I went down by 5, came in rather by ½ inch. Then I connected that part to the shoulder. As you can see, I connected it there. Just watch the video please. Then I just made a curve to my bust point, like to the bust measurement. Yes, so now I'm just going to go ahead to cut it. I couldn't make a video of when I was cutting the back, but it was the same measurement I used for the front that I used for the back. Only that the only difference is that the neck is different, and for the neck of the back, the depth of the neckline I used 2, and I used 4x2, so it's the same thing, but it's just like the measurement is 4 for the back and the front, but the neck depth is just different. The neck depth for the back is 2 inches. And so right now I'm just going to join everything together, join the shoulder and the side of the top, join the shoulder and the side. So I'm going to use a bias to turn the neckline, the neck of the crop top, and join it also at the side with the 1 inch. So yeah, I also want to cut the sleeve for this dress. I'm using an A shape sleeve, an A-shaped sleeve, and for the length of this top I used about 27 inches. I used 27 inches for the length of the I said top. For the length of the sleeve I used 27 inches, and then just measure, cut it out. I'll do a proper tutorial on how to cut the sleeve of a top. So yes, I already joined everything here. As you can see, I just did a mini pocket there because I just thought that let me just put a pocket there to just do a design on it, and then joined it. I used bias also to turn my neck, and yeah. So yeah, I already fixed my sleeve here, and I also used bias to turn the down of this top too. Like I said, I eventually used about, I think, 18 inches for this top because I felt like it was a bit too long, so I had to cut out, and I used 18 inches for this top. So please, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, please like, subscribe and share with your friends. See you in my next video. Bye.